This is one of those rare indoor videos. I got a tag. I usually don't take them, but a good friend of mine, Craig Dwella, he tagged me, and I know it's short notice, so I'm only going to tag one other person. I'll tag two. If you want to tag somebody, great. If you don't, it's fine because Christmas is real close. So he wanted me to answer these questions here. So I'm going to read the question and then read my answer. Now for my answer, I didn't look up and research anything. For instance, it asks for if you know reindeer's names. I just remembered the song in my head, so I got quite a few of them. But the first one, favorite Christmas movie. So my favorite Christmas movie would have to be A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart. I like the story, but with Captain Picard saying it, makes it all the better. Are you on the naughty or nice list? Right now, I have 0 enemies. I can't think of one. I don't have any, and I don't think I'm anybody's enemy. So I don't think I've done anybody really wrong. So I'd be on the nice list. Embarrassing Christmas card photo. I'm in a lot of videos. I have 512 or 513 videos, but I'm rarely in photos. I don't do this selfie stuff, and I'm usually the guy with the camera. So I don't have any. I can't think of any embarrassing ones, unless it was when I was a kid and they'd be in photo albums at my mom's house up in the shelf. I don't have access to that. Have you ever had a white Christmas? Yes, I have. San Gabriel's? Many. I've spent a Christmas day on Baldy. I spent 3 Christmas nights, not Christmas days, but in the East Fork. I've had a white Christmas in Bear Creek. I've had a white Christmas up in Crestline back in 82, 83. I've had a white Christmas in, let's see, Big Bear. I went to Big Bear one time for Christmas, so yes, I've had a white Christmas. Not where I live though. Hail, unless hail counts. In the 70s, used to hail. Where do you usually spend the holiday? Either at my older brother's, my older sister's, or my dad's house. I've only spent one in an apartment. I've only spent one because always family get-togethers. Play or sing your favorite Christmas song. I'm definitely not going to sing. I can't sing. But here's anyway, that's my favorite Christmas song. Let's see. Do you open presents Christmas Eve or Christmas? We open them all at Christmas Eve because the next morning we spend Christmas Eve together, and the next morning everybody goes to their other in-laws' house or their own house, and they have their own family Christmases. So the one main get-together has always been Christmas Eve. Can you name all of Santa's reindeer? I ended up naming Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph, Prancer, and Dixon. Not all of them, but a good chunk. What holiday tradition are you looking forward to most this year? I would say Christmas dinner with everyone together, recalling old stories and telling new ones that we may not have heard from each other. Is your Christmas tree real or fake? It's real. Always real. We've had a fake one a few years, but hands down, what's your all-time favorite holiday food or Christmas treat? My mom makes this Jell-O with pineapple and strawberries. It's always been my favorite. I remember every time I was in the hospital for any amount of time, was kind of accident prone, my mom would always sneak me in some of that Jell-O. Be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving them? I like giving them. Trying to find the right gift for the right person. Receiving them. Usually, as a kid, everybody does, but now I've got too much stuff. I've got to lighten my load. I'm on my way out. You can't take it with you. Show us your tackiest Christmas attire. I once had a shirt with Santa holding a rainbow. I think that would be it, but I don't know for the life of me what happened to it. I was living in Long Beach at the time and had a roommate. It might have made its way into her closet for some reason or another. What would your dream place be to visit the holiday season? I'd like to go to the Holy Land. I'd like to see the Nile River. I'd like to see Jesus, the tomb of Jesus. I'd like to see where the temple and the mound is. Just follow the footsteps. Calvary Chapel actually has a trip for this. It's quite expensive and not in my budget right now. It's on my list though. What would your dream? Let's see. Does your family have a special holiday recipe you like to help make? I don't like to help make it. I like to help eat it. My brother makes a really good turkey, and my mom makes some really good stuffing. Are you a pro at wrapping gifts, or do you fail miserably? I get the job done. It doesn't look like when you get them professionally done, but I do a fair job. What's your most memorable holiday moment? When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I remember my mom giving me a gift, and it was about 4.5 feet long and had a box at one end and something else center. And I remember opening up and being a 2-piece 9-foot emerald green, not a Winston, but an Abu Garcia fly rod. It was a 5-weight, had stainless steel ferrules. Let's see, and it came with I had a Medalist reel with it, and a Scientific Angler's aluminum fly box, and a pack from a fishing company, a sports company that used to exist called Conlon Brothers in Whitwood Mall. I remember seeing the Conlon Brothers decal on there and thinking, okay, I know where I saw these at, and I recognized the fly rod as being one I saw on a rack that I had been admiring at a store called Gemco. My mom used to get groceries at Gemco, and I'd go with her, and my brother would go to the toys, I'd go straight to the sporting goods, and that's where she would pick us up when she was all done. And I remember her seeing me look at this fly reel. So I got this fly reel, the Medalist reel, Scientific Angler's 5-weight floating line. I remember it was like it was yesterday. And I'm 51 now, so it was 42 years ago? 42 years. And the 2 of the flies out of the whole pack, I still have 2 of those flies. I've caught fish with one of them. The other one I've never really caught fish on, but I just keep it because it's part of those 2. The Scientific Angler's fly box is with my nephew, and I remember that following year I got my first Dremel. I got a Dremel jigsaw where the side had a sander, and you could plug in this thing before they came out with the Dremel grinders. Like, I have one here somewhere. Well, before they came out with the Dremel grinders, now they've even come out with these. The hook. This is Don Patron's. This hooks to the Dremel grinder, and you can. I'm making some projects. They used to have one that hooked to the sander, and you could use it. And I had that for years and years and years until I moved up to a Shopsmith. I bought a Shopsmith, and that does everything. Getting off the subject, but the fly box is with my nephew still. The reel is with me still. The line is long decayed. A few of the flies are with me, but the pole. I wish I had the pole. The pole was awesome. But it, along with 2 spinning rods, combos, a mini Magnum Plano, mini Magnum Sidekick full of my favorite lures. Some you can no longer buy. The fly rod was all bungee corded to my bike. 16 years old, riding down harbor, got hit by a car at Imperial. Long story short, bike, poles, tackle, everything gone. Leg busted 5 times down here, once up here, knee destroyed, ankle destroyed. Now it's shorter with pins and collarbone busted. I mean, it changed my life. But it took my rod. I really miss that rod. What made you realize the truth about Santa? A kid named Kent Lee in 2nd grade told me about it, and started bringing a bunch of other kids in on it. And it was a different time back then. Media hadn't destroyed kids' minds. Imagination was still alive. It was a much better time. Outside playing. Ask your mom and dads. Ask your grandma and grandpas maybe. Ask your older brothers. It was a much better time. I mean, it was a better place. Better time. None of this. Outside. This. Much better time. Let's see. Do you make New Year's resolutions? No, I do not. Sorry, that boring answer, but I do not. See no use in it. What makes the holidays special for you? Every other year my niece flies down from Washington. She brings her kids, her husband. My sister lives out in Ontario. It's not that far, but she holds 2, sometimes 3 jobs. I rarely see her. She makes it over. My younger brother, my nephews, nieces, they all come here. I guess that's what makes it special. And I go to Calvary Chapel over on Euclid and Imperial, La Harbor Calvary Chapel. I've been going there for almost 2 decades. And going there and hearing Pastor Lance's stories, and the two sermons become one in the holidays. It's a larger group. They give out food. I mean, they make 1,500 tamales, and they give out tamales, and they just all kinds of food and drinks, and everybody's talking, and they're there praising the Lord, celebrating the birth of Christ. That's what makes it special. None of this Santa roof on the reindeer, the real deal. Just seeing, because sometimes I go to the 9 o'clock service, sometimes I go to the 11 o'clock service. I try to make the Wednesday night service, but things get really hard, and so people tend to, the ones that go Wednesday night tend to go Wednesday night, and the ones that go first service tend to go, and so on and so on. So I'll see these people for in and out of the year, and these people in and out, but on the holidays you see everybody. Recently, one of my close friends from the church has gone to see the Lord, gone to be with the Lord, and he won't be there this year. I will miss him, but I guess that's what makes it special. So that's my part. So I'm going to tag, let me think, who am I going to tag? I'm going to tag Unforgiven Forever, a friend of mine from Northern California. And I'm going to tag, let's see. I'm going to tag Eddie from Scott's Wild Camping. So Eddie, you and Robbie are going to have this challenge coming to you. If you have time, great. If not, I understand. I got it late. I got it back a day late than I was supposed to. I had a 2-day turnaround. That's really not bad for the holidays. But it's going to Eddie and Robbie, Scotland, Northern California. So Craig, mission accomplished. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody else. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. And thank you for everybody who's ever walked with me, camped with me, cleaned up the forest with me.